me start. Me look good, you sound good from far. Anytime I listen to your bars, it's a part. Talk about you, boss, on SLR. But them let you in Canada. Big time lies on the big time tracks. Spinning bird kick to your lip, to your jaw. Don't try me, my youth, I'm a boss. To me look like cute, just because. Sit on by the rhythm, mommy, sit on in the walk. You a victim when me driving on me car. Don't sky ice and your hoodie to the stars. Look on the mic, pull up a water. Run off your mouth, kill off the data. Serious thing, not time for laughter. You a black sheep, go call your barber. 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 Jules, thank you for joining me for the round 2, or is it round 13?
Thank you for having me.
Or is it round 13? Did we go the distance the last time?
I think we did. I think we
Yeah, we
did.
did do it. So it's round 13, effectively. I know it's fight 2. It's the rematch, but it's round 13. So yeah. How are you, and how have you been keeping, sir?
I've been keeping well. Just staying focused and excited for this fight coming up.
I know. Yeah, this is what we're going to chop it up about first and foremost. So, this is a unification with Chris Billam-Smith he's the WBO cruiserweight champion. Ramirez is the WBA
Yes,
cruiserweight.
we have the WBA and he has the WBO.
Yeah, so this is going to be a unification. This is going to be an epic fight. I actually can't wait. When this fight was announced, I already had my prediction. I'm pretty quick with predictions. The only thing I'm a bit slow on is, and Jules, you didn't give me the insight. Is this I'm going for a knockout or are we going for a points decision? You're going to say whichever the way it comes, the diplomatic
We,
way. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, but that's what it is. What we're fighting this fight with no ego, but best believe if we see the opening, Surto's gonna take it.
Yeah, I've got. Look, yeah, I've got. Look, my fellow countrymen are going to be like, boo, traitor, throw her in the trash. But I just go by fight basis. I'm not saying that I'm not patriotic, but I'm not patriotic. I do my analysis just on styles making the fights
Yeah,
and
I mean,
what
don't take it for people. People sometimes take things too personally.
yeah.
Like it's your opinion. I actually have a funny story about that.
Go ahead.
Uh, a long time ago, Devin Haney was at Wild Card, and I brought somebody there to spar, and I did an interview with Ellie Seckback, and he was asking me who I thought who would win between Loma and Haney, and this was years ago. And he was like,
Mhm.
who do you think is gonna win between Loma and Haney? And I gave my opinion. I said I think Loma's gonna win. And sometimes Ellie Seckback's videos get a lot of views, and sometimes they get not very many. And I looked at the view count, like the second day was like up, because I just wanted to see the interview again, and
Right.
there was like 100 and something views on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, And
Yeah.
anyway, I go into Wildcard, and I actually at the time had never met Devin, and he was sitting down in the corner stretching, and I brought a guy to spar him there, and he gets up, I walk in the room, he looks at me, he sees that I'm there, he like stops stretching, he gets up and he walks right to me. He's like,
Uh-oh.
hey, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, I heard I saw you picked Loma this time. Because I said he was going to beat Kambosos when that fight got
Yeah.
made, and he's like, I see you picked Loma this time, and he was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I was like, I hope you do, like, don't take it personal, but
Yeah.
what's funny about it is I was like, out of those 120 views on Ellie's video, Devin Haney was one of them,
He was one of them.
and I
Yeah,
was
he was
like,
like,
oh
yep.
my god,
Yeah.
that's crazy,
You never know. You
that's
never
crazy,
know who's watching stuff.
exactly.
Now, for me, like I said, I think that Zurdo has really come into his own at cruiserweight. I just think he looks like more of a complete fighter at cruiser. Because I just think maybe he's not boiling himself down. 160, 168, 175. He's a big lad. So not boiling himself down. I think his boxing fundamentals, credit to you, is has improved. He's been putting on like literal like masterclasses. We were like, what? Like he's been looking really, really impressive. So that's why I literally, I can't, I can't pick against him with the Billam-Smith, because I feel that Billam-Smith is very untidy, man. He's very
Yeah,
untidy. He
yeah.
throws wild shots. He's
There's
not
a
really,
lot of holes. There's a lot of holes.
yeah, he's not really fundamentally sound. He's more brawly. It's yeah. I just call it very untidy. He's very
Yeah.
untidy. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
You nice. Yeah, there's a lot of holes to capitalize on with Billam-Smith, and that's why I'm not ruling out a knockout, but I'm not
Mhm.
ruling out knockout because there are a lot of holes where he
Me
can
too.
be.
Me too.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's why I'm kind of indecisive, because I feel that Zurdo could win in both fashions, a knockout or outboxing, because of, like I said, his style is very untidy, Billam-Smith. So if you're a better boxer, you don't have to knock him out. You can outbox him as well.
We will outbox him, and may never know. You know,
Yeah,
we're gonna box our way to a knockout if it happens.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So that shows to me that Zurdo is basically a more complete fighter, because there's matches that you will know that the only way this guy's going to beat this other guy is because he has to knock him out, you know.
Hmm.
But there's complete fighters that can, they're boxer punchers, so they can outbox you and they can outpunch you. So that,
Hmm.
I prefer fighters like that. I prefer boxer punchers. I'm not a massive fan of pure boxers. I'm not gonna lie, not a massive fan. I prefer someone that can do a bit of both. And fan. I'm not a massive fan. It, there's levels. I'm not a massive fan of pressure fighters, sea level ones. If you're a pressure
Yeah, I
fighter,
know what you mean. Take one to give
yeah,
one, like just like yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It gets dry. It gets dry without skill.
yes. You need to be a Beterbiev pressure fighter. Like,
Correct.
even though
Correct.
Beterbiev is a pressure fighter, he can also counterpunch.
No,
So he's,
there's a lot of skill. He's still
yeah,
he's not he doesn't smother himself. He like very often like he knows how to like he's got good shot selection. Canelo Alvarez is a fun pressure fighter too.
yeah,
He's slick when he
that's,
comes in. You know, he knows they know how to trick. They know how to like make you
yeah,
look one way and then attack another way. They're not. There's still a lot of skills
still,
behind how they apply their pressure.
that's right. Yeah, Canelo's good at setting up traps.
Triple G was nice. Was nice with it
Oh yeah,
too.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, very yeah.
yeah. Triple G was nice at setting up traps, and Canelo's nice with setting up shots. Like he'll make it look like he's going to a shot to the body and then just swivel it up into an uppercut, or
Yep,
he'll turn.
yep, yep.
You think he's throwing a straight punch, and then he'll turn it into somehow
Oh,
last minute
yep,
into a, and it's
yep,
crazy. Yeah, that's skill right there. So
yep.
that just makes you more of a kind of a complete boxer. So that's why I'm saying I'm picking Zurdo, because I just feel that he's a better boxer. I want to say he's definitely going to be stronger than Billam-Smith. Billam-Smith has got a lot of heart, and he'll go tooth and nail. Though that's the thing, he's not a quitter.
No,
So yeah, he's not a quitter. He will go tooth for now. And he's a nice lad as well. He's a nice person as well. So Zurdo, like, I have nothing against Chris Billam-Smith as a person. He's a really nice lad. But it's just skill for skill. I feel that, yeah, Zurdo. What height is Zurdo? 6'4"?
he's 6'2.5", 6'2.5".
Oh, yeah, he just seems really, like, what's Chris Billam-Smith? 6'1"?
6'3", 6'3". He's a little taller.
Taller. Billam-Smith taller. By
Listen,
you. Yeah, I mean,
but he doesn't really use his distance.
no,
He's
he's
more of a
smart.
smother. He
Yeah,
likes to smother and but that's the thing, when you got a guy like that, like the only thing he can really do is try harder.
yeah,
Like Zurdo, I mean, and like going off of what you said, he seems like a sweet guy. Like, I actually said this in the interview. He's hard to root against, and if it wasn't Zurdo that he was fighting, I'd probably be rooting for him otherwise, just because I like how he carries his business. I like how he goes about. He seems like a wonderful guy, but this is business, and it's. it is what it is. Like I do pray for like a safe return to his family, but this is war, you know, and we're prepared to go where we have to.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
um, yeah.
I concur as well. I concur. I hope both fighters are returned safe to their families as well. And so just say, okay, so Zurdo beats Billam-Smith. He becomes the unified cruiserweight champ, which is even phenomenal as a Mexican to be the first cruiserweight champ, you know, with one belt, you let alone, you know, unified. Who will you be looking to totally unify the division and become undisputed?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and that goes through Noel Melikian. I don't Melikian. His name is like I think that's how you say
Yeah,
his last name. And Jay Opataya. So the Opataya fight is the one that we're most excited about. You know, but all focus is on winning on Saturday night.
yeah,
You know, that's all. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The Jaya Patai. Who else has got the belt? Who else has got the other belt at Cruiser?
Noel Melikian, I think
Yeah,
his last name is.
oh, Melikin,
Yeah,
Melikine.
something like that. Yeah, something like that. I think he's
Yeah,
Armenian also.
sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, so okay, he's a little less unknown, less known, in the division, but he has the WBC
The WBC. Yeah.
and the Oktai has the IBF, right? Um,
Yes.
Yeah. Okie dokes. Yeah. Well, you know, I think unificate. So if you were to unify and just say you took all the belts and he becomes undisputed, what would Zurdo look to do? Would he look to reign there and defend, or would he look to then think about moving to heavyweight?
I think he would want to fight Usyk.
Yeah, I'm hearing about this. Is that
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I mean, I mean, he'd want to. I mean, I'm not like, you know, I want to take, you know, I'm not, I have all the confidence in the world in Zerto, but I'm not like looking that far ahead, to be honest. I just want to get, I just want to collect these belts
Hmm.
and, we'll cross that bridge when it's time to cross that bridge. But, you know, don't look too far ahead. You know, this guy is a serious threat in Chris Billam-Smith, and we treated him we're gonna treat it that way, and we'll discuss further after this guy's dealt with.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because Usyk's age is the thing. He's a bit tied up for the minute. He's got the rematch. He's turning 38 in January.
Mm.
Oh, he's already 38. My bad. He is 38 already? Or
Yeah,
37? He's
but you
38?
know he hasn't shown a decline. You know, like to me like age
Takes
really
one.
is nowadays nothing but a number. You know, like
It takes one sleep. Half the time you go to bed young, wake up old.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I'm just for me, like I don't bank. For me, like I don't. When it comes to planning things, I never bank on like what if or like maybe he's older or maybe he's gonna get tired or maybe he's you know this and that. Like if I don't have any proof that a guy has slowed down or if I don't have any proof that a guy like burns out and gets tired late in fights and like I don't add that to any planning. You know, without concrete evidence, I don't like to plan around what ifs, you know?
Yeah, what if slippage? Yeah, until you see it, like then you can call it. I'm like that. I can predict that maybe there might be some slippage just due to really, you know, like the wars that they've been in, and then you may, you know, with the age coming into it. But I mean, he hasn't been in wars, so and I haven't seen him. I wouldn't say slide. I think I'm going to be focusing a lot on this Fury rematch. Sound of the circular blood clot. BBC One can I swear blood clot. Reload them up so you mean blood clot. Who take me not take blood clot. Send for the dog walk a dog spot. Just like gigs them a walking on the pot. But them a tear off your wig proper. Beer shot a beat and eat papa. High sleep eat you 6 deeper. Need my guys them a grim reaper. Walk round the streets with the heat seeker. Say you a bad man, don't believe ya. Don't get me right, don't get me eager. Put you in the water, don't with beaver. Detect connect, protect your neck. 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 You a black sheep, I call your barber. 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 Detect connect, protect your neck. He take a neck, protect your neck. He take a neck, protect your neck. He take a neck, protect your neck. You a black sheep, go call your barber. 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 You a black sheep, go call you.